Yeah, injury, illness situation. It's all a bit together during this strange times. We had, of course, also several testings in the last days, and sadly, I have to confirm two new cases of corona for players. So Bali Mumba and Xavi Quintilla will miss this game tomorrow because they both have this virus. That means together with Tim Krul and Adam Eder, we have meanwhile, yes, four positive tested players, and all four are not available for the game tomorrow. In addition to that, we have also three new staff members who were tested positive over the last days. That means five of our closer backroom staff are also tested positive. So all in all, for tomorrow's game, four players not available and five staff members not available. We have a few players more with symptoms. We have also tested them, but they're all negative so far, so they can travel. But because the symptoms, more like the symptoms like a flu or like a cold, are too strong for two players who will not be able to travel. Lucas Rupp, who recently returned back to team training, but he's ill. He can't play tomorrow. Also, Josh Martin, who is still ill since a few days, and he feels better, but he's not ready to play. So they both will be out. Yes, that's a fact at the moment, and they will miss the game. Also, Markus Stiepermann, who's still out for this game. Overall, I think that's more or less the situation, and a bit our long-term injuries with for example. Sam Byram, so he will also miss the game. So that's the situation. Forget him; he's not available for tomorrow. So a small injury in his muscle, hip muscle. We hope to have him back then for the Wednesday game. So diagnosed from the doctor was 10 to 12 days. He would be out. He's improved. He's already doing some individual stuff on the pitch. And we hope to have him back for the Bristol game, but tomorrow he won't be available. Also can go a bit more in details with Markus Stiepermann. He has seen some experts, and right now we have a concrete diagnosis. The problem was that he had this rare Epstein-Barr virus a few weeks ago, and this has caused all this long-term problems with his immune system. So it's something like it's proof because he has antibodies against this virus, and this virus infection more like was aggressive against his immune system, and because of this he feels all the symptoms, and right now we have to be unbelievably careful in terms of building this immune system up anyhow over the next week. So it will last a little while till he's back, but at least we have right now a concrete diagnosis that we can work with, but he will be out also for the next weeks. He had already parts of our training on the training pitch, and we have another session this afternoon, and we try to bring him back. So he's not a topic for the starting lineup, but if everything works, could be a positive surprise that he's perhaps even back in the squad for tomorrow. But let's stay carefully optimistic. So there is at least a chance that he could be involved tomorrow, but definitely then for the Bristol game, some good news with him, definitely. Yes, hopefully he can go on like this, because if nothing major happens, of course he will play tomorrow. So during these times you always have to be a bit careful, because from one day to another also a player can show some symptoms of corona, and then you need to be there with a quick test, and it could even be that you have to rule him out for the game. So for that, it's sometimes a bit tricky to predict who is also available for tomorrow. But if not anything bad happens to him, he will start the game, and then if he's on the pitch anyhow, we also trust him to be there with a good performance, and he has proved that he can play on this level with a fantastic performance in the cup game, and hopefully he can go on and also show this consistency further on. That's a nice compliment, and we take this, and we have to say, you can't argue against this. We're sitting on top of the table, and especially against Cardiff, we had a really good game and a dominant performance. But in football, just a moment when you can judge this, and the momentum can change pretty quick, and it's not important anyhow to be the best team in the table after 23 game days. It's important to beat after 46 game days, and we know there are top sides and top teams in this league, and you always have to be aware and to keep going. And also tomorrow. So I think Neil Harris is an unbelievably experienced coach on this level. He has top players, and they will be highly motivated also to be there with points against the league leaders. And for that, it's an unbelievably difficult task tomorrow. We are fully aware, and we need to be there with a top performance in order, to keep going. No, Xavi is pretty strong in my thoughts, and we are all glad that he was back after his long-term injury at 2.5 weeks of proper training right now. Also, really proper first game in the cup game, when I think he was pretty solid and reliable, and also involved in a few good attacks, and yet would have had many chances also to be involved in the game tomorrow. So no doubt about this. So Xavi Criteria is a really good player and pretty strong in my thoughts. The only problem with him was when he was out, we didn't have one natural left fullback, where we have two right fullbacks with Max Evans and also Bali Mumba. Also some other players who could play there this role. Lucas Rupp, for example, has played this role, but not one natural left fullback. And Jacob Louis Sørensen has played and fulfilled this role in a top-class way. But I think we have the responsibility to make sure that we are prepared for each and every case. And also right now, the COVID case with Xavi shows how quick there could be a problem. For that, I think it's necessary to stay aware. So I can't confirm that we will definitely sign a left fullback, but we try to do this because this is one of the positions where we are perhaps even a bit weak in our squad, and I think it would definitely help us. But again, so it's just anyhow in order to make sure that we have at least two options, and we have also right now with Jacob also a solid option who can play in this role, but we still judge him even a bit more like a midfield player. Although he has proved with him, we went up to the top and defended also our top spot anyhow, and pretty pleased with how we deal with this. But it doesn't take anything away with that. Of course, I think we should try to sign a natural left fullback without any doubt. Same a bit with the goalkeeper position. I think our situation on the centre back position has eased up a little bit. Although Christoph is right now also injured, but hopefully then also available for the Bristol game. But also during these times, you have to stay aware, and if there is an opportunity even on this position, I think we have to stay awake till the end of the window. So, but for the left fullback position, goalkeeper position, and perhaps the centre back position, these are more or less like the positions. I think if we can add another option, which would definitely make sense for us. Yes, we will see. Experience is always important. So it's always good when, as a coaching staff, you know how it is to lift a trophy and to win a competition. So it's always good to have proven this, and that you're capable to do this. Also for to have players and who have proven that they know how to win titles. And that's great. But on the other hand, also like to have new energy and greedy players who want to prove this as well. And I think we have a good mix and a good balance. And the fact that we were able to be there with an outstanding season 2 years ago and outstanding finish, and we're able to win the title, it helps little bit, no doubt about this, but it's also not a guarantee that we will do the same during this year, and especially also during this a bit unpredictable times with this virus situation, this pandemic. It's always difficult, because you can't predict who is really available, and could be that key players are out for such a long time. Right now we have Tim Krul, who was just back after injury, anyhow, important player for us. We had to play, I think, 9 or 10 games without him, and right now he misses also a few games, and also not back in his rhythm after Corona hits him anyhow, and he has shown really proper symptoms. And again, the most important topic, that Tim feels better and hopefully can return. But this proves also how unpredictable it is at the moment, that you can't feel safe even if you are there in the top position right now. So we have to stay focused and awake and switch on in each and every moment, and have to make sure that we come through this pandemic as good as possible as a group and also as a club, and we stick to our protocols and to the principles. And if we do this and come through this quite good, then we have also a good chance to finish in a good position. But for that, it means hard work during the next months.